then sit up straight. Hello, hello. We'll wait and see if we have anybody join us tonight. And we'll wait and see if I can find myself on here. Hello. Okay, so you look to see when we go live. Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Everybody probably worked hard during the week and is ready for a great weekend. I wanted to say, yeah, hi, Mom. This is my granddaughter, Addie. She's going to be helping me tonight. She's going to be moderating a little bit. She's more technically skilled than I am, so she'll do a great job. So, but thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to be making a teardrop swag, and we're going to be putting these two cute signs. Oops, here we go. Ooh. This sign is from Grammy's Craft Boutique on Etsy. Grammy's Craft Boutique on Etsy. And this one is from Craft Outlet. So that's where the signs are from. So we won't dally a lot tonight. We will pan right down and we'll get started on our teardrop swag. All right. Okay. Let's see. We probably don't need to be that big. Let's pan down a little more. There we go. How's that? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I am using a mesh here, and this is basic black mesh, and it is from Craft Outlet. So this is going to be our base tonight. So I'm just going to gather my edges together. They're not even because I've used it on another project. So I'm just going to cut them so they are even. And I am going to start on this side. So how I do my teardrops, it's different. It depends on, this teardrop I got at the at-home store last fall when they had their sale. So that's where I got this one from. And I just fluff mine out so I can see where all the branches are. But mainly I use the branches along the edges. So, and the first one I put on, I usually grab the back here like this. I take my zip tie and I wrap it around the branch. And then I pull the zip tie as tight as I can get it. Hey, Ted. How are ya? Got Addie with me tonight. She's my helper. So, and I just pull it tight, snip off the end bit, and then we can, oh, I hate it when it gets caught on my shirt. Then we can get started with our poofs. The poofs, I don't do any certain size, really. I'll measure for you so that you all know. And I just let mine fall to the ground. So I'll make this probably 14 inches or so. And what I do is I go down until I find probably this one here. Probably about 5 inches from where the first one was. And I'm going to make that poof just a little bigger, so maybe closer to 14 inches. And from here on out, I use, can you separate those for me? Oh, you've never seen one of these done before? Oh, hey, Asia.
Hi, Mom.
So I use a, let me move these over so you can see. So I use a pipe cleaner and I adhere them to the branch really tightly. So I just pull that super tight, twist it a couple of times, and I don't like using these because there's, in this particular brand, there's just not enough of the leaves. So my goal is to kind of start big up here and get smaller as we go down, and always maintaining like a 4 to 5 inch gap before putting the next one down. And then I just continue that all the way down. Grabbing pipe cleaner, putting it around. Ted is dad, Asia. Hi, Elaine. Watching in Louisiana, welcome. Thank you for popping in tonight. We are making a teardrop swag. And this is just basic black mesh. And I started off with about a 14-inch poof, and we're getting smaller as we go down. And I adhere mine to the branches on the back side with pipe cleaners. What?
They're talking about why he's Ted.
Why is he Ted? Oh. So, and then I just use pipe cleaners to adhere them to the branches. I don't like twisting the branches. It just doesn't always give me enough room to add my ribbons and ruffles and things. So I have found just over the years that this works for me. So we're just getting a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. All the way down. And I just wrap it around the mesh and the branch. And then you do have to pull real tight and twist so that that's not going to come off, and give a couple of good twists. And then down here at the bottom, I am going to give just a little poof down here at the bottom, like this. And I come up to about where it is across the way here. And we just continue. Now I'm actually going to run out of this black, and we'll have to add another one on. So when I do that, I'll probably use a zip tie. So, and just give a couple of twists. Fluff those babies out. I might have enough for 2 more poofs, and then that's probably it. And I just try to find them that are kind of across from each other. You can go totally random and make them so they're not across from each other, or you can do whatever you want to get what kind of style that you'd like to see. And make sure you pull the pipe cleaners real tight. And I might get one more. Let me see. So I like to save up my mesh pieces and use them in like these teardrops and stuff, because you can use like half a roll. Okay, and I just kind of keep them about the same height. And I'm going to bring in the other roll, and I'm just going to gather them together. lay them on top of each other. And I'm going to get a zip tie. And it's hard to see what I'm doing, I think. I hope you get the gist of it. Thanks, Elaine. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing, I'd so appreciate it. Sharing helps me grow my business. Hey, Lana. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so we're doing a teardrop swag tonight. And this is just basic black mesh. And I've just had to join together 2 rolls of mesh. So I had to do a little bit of thing there. But so this is how I do mine. Let me cut off this extra on this bit too. Okay. I've got my granddaughter Addie with me tonight.
Hi.
She's helping. She's awesome. So how I do this is I pick a branch that's across from the one that I did, lay my mesh down, make sure it's about the same height as the one across from me, and then I take a pipe cleaner, go around the branch and around the mesh, and pull super, super tight and give a couple of twists to adhere it to that branch really well. And then that way this tie gives me enough room to where I can actually like put my woodland ruffles and my bows and stuff. A lot of times when you twist these together, you don't have enough, at least I don't. And especially with this brand, this is just a at-home store teardrop swag that I bought last year. So, and we'll just do this, let's see, this one here, and then we'll do one at the top.
Where did you get the swag?
The swag I bought at the at-home store. Hey Vicki, welcome. Yes, granddaughters are so awesome. They're the best. She's my oldest granddaughter. She's really old. She's like 12. So. Okay. But, so, and then on this last one, let me turn this around. I'll do one poof up here at the top. And about the same height as these, maybe just a hair shorter. And then I will take a little bit larger zip tie and wrap it around this one and the first one I put in. Pull it super tight. And you do pull these things as tight as you possibly can. Okay. All right, so we have all of our puffs in. Poofs in. Poofs, poofs, poofs. I always forget what it's called. Sometimes I call them puffs, sometimes I call them poofs.
That's like your favorite word. You say that word all the time.
I know. That's probably why I get it confused all the time. Okay. So, this is our basic overall design of what we've got going on so far. Looks pretty dark in the camera, but it's really not as dark as all that. So I'm going to push that forward. And so we're going to be doing some woodland ruffles. And I have 3 different kinds of mesh here. So the black was just poly mesh, the basic from Craft Outlet. These 2 are fabric mesh, 10 inches. We're going to be making woodland ruffles. And this is the jute poly blend. We'll make woodland ruffles with these as well. So since I use a lot of pipe cleaners when I make this, I didn't want to pre-make a whole bunch and use extra pipe cleaners, so I'm sorry. So we'll just, and all I do is I start one side, and hey Geraldine from Ontario, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing a teardrop swag tonight with woodland ruffles and puffs. So all I do is I roll my sides 5 times, and these are cut at 20 inches. I cut mine at 20 inches because I like them nice and full. And I forgot to tell you, where you zip tied those to that branch, go through and add a pipe cleaner on top of it so that you have something to adhere your ribbons and bows and your ruffles to. So we're just going to put that ruffle in there, push it up against there real tight, and give a good twist. You really don't need more than 1 twist because you're going to be putting ribbons on here too. So, and with the woodland ruffles, like I said, I just start at one end, I roll about 5 times, grab the other end, and I roll about 5 times, and then you just ruffle them together, and then we just put them, and we're going to do every other tie. And then these orange ones, I do something a little different to make them stick out a little bit more, and we'll go back and, well, I guess I can do that while I'm doing this. No, because I got to use zip ties. Okay. So we will just keep going along here. Hi Paula, welcome. So just doing some woodland ruffles here to put into our teardrop swag, and we're making a Halloween themed teardrop swag tonight. If you wouldn't mind sharing, I sure appreciate it. I'm going to have my granddaughter here, who's with me tonight, put my link for my YouTube account. I've been uploading all my videos to YouTube, so if you wouldn't mind going out there and subscribing and liking and sharing, I'd sure appreciate it. And if you've got a business as well, send me a personal message with the link, and I will go out and check out yours too.
See, this is very tech savvy right here.
I know, my granddaughter's so techie. I am not techie, y'all know that. It took me 2 days, y'all, to upload all those videos onto my YouTube channel. I am so not technical. So not technical. So woodland ruffle is just when you roll up the ends, and I like doing them because it hides your frayed ends really well, and it just puffs out nicely. So I really like using the woodland ruffles. Okay.
That orange and green mesh is great and beautiful on flower boards. It's great and beautiful on flower boards.
Oh, absolutely. Will you scroll that out a little bit? Yes, I love it.
Up.
I mean down, so we see the new ones. There's a lot of talented ladies on here. A lot of crafters. Vicky, you won the Frankenstein. Isn't it you who won the Frankenstein? Have you used them yet? Have you put them in anything? I haven't listed on my Frankensteins yet. I need to. And again, this purple is fabric mesh, which is my favorite. I love, love, love fabric mesh. And you just roll up the sides and gather them in the middle so that it makes kind of like a double roll. And it puffs out and fills in the areas really nicely. Okay. And I figured it'd be okay because, you know, in these things there's not near as many, you know, puffs and rolls and stuff that you got to do rather than 18, you know, on a wreath. So usually just 10 or 12 on one of these. So I'll skip that one and come up here. I'm almost to the point where I can start doing other giveaways. So I'll have to start thinking about, I've got a lot of signs, so maybe I'll do some signs, or I'm not sure yet, really. I've got a lot of things I could give away that might be kind of fun. Oh, Addie agrees, I got a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not, where I joined them together over here where I had to join two, I did not put a pipe cleaner on the branch. So I've got to put a pipe cleaner on the branch so that I've got something to adhere all my stuff to. And it might be just with the at-home teardrops, but the branches just never seem long enough by the time I'm done adding all my stuff into a wreath. So I just prefer to use pipe cleaners, and I'm one short, so actually just going to pull that off of there. Get this tape. So anybody have any terrific plans for the weekend? You guys, it got down to 52 degrees last night. Woohoo! 52 degrees. Oh, it felt so nice. We had the windows open. Oh, it was wonderful. And then it got up to 90 today, so it got hot again.
Can't wait for it to snow.
Oh, Addie's waiting for the snow. She likes to ski. Of course, she's a Colorado baby. Why wouldn't she like to, you know, ski? Okay. So, I'm going to take these orange ones, and I'm still doing a woodland ruffle with them. Only I'm coming out on the outside of the branch where I have everything adhered to. I'm coming out a little further to make it a little bit bigger, a little wider than normal. And then I zip tie these to the ends. And the trick is you just got to pull it real tight so that when everything is fluffed out and things, there's a little bit more on the outside. Kind of a sad deal this morning. I went out to get eggs and stuff, and 2 of our guineas were devoured by probably a fox. I think we have a fox again. So, dangumit. 2 years ago, the fox made off with about 20 of my chickens before the fox finally met its demise. Met its demise out on the road. I didn't do anything to it. A car ran it over. But, ugh, so sad to see those feathers all over and my poor little birds probably suffered. Yeah, it's life, I guess. Circle of life, right? Okay. So, and because I'm trying to bring some more orange in, I will do do it on the outside of every tie. So, some ties are definitely longer than others. Before I went and picked up my granddaughter, I was working on another teardrop. It has a sign on it that says, what does this say? My blood type is pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice or something like that. So it's really cute. It's got fun colors in it too, kind of a teal color and brown and gray. But this one, I thought, with the brown and the tree and the sign, I thought it would be nice to bring in like leopard print, and it has a bird in it. So I thought, well, that could be fun to bring in some leopard print things, since leopard print is so popular. So we'll see how that turns out. Has anybody been to the dollar store lately? Laura Jean, my design coach, did a live from the dollar store, and it's been real hard to find, like, Hobby Lobby's not getting a lot of Halloween stuff in. Like, nobody really is getting a lot of Halloween stuff in, you know?
Yeah, well, it is July. That might be why. But
my granddaughter doesn't understand that we have to do things 3 months ahead of time. But she was at it's a Laura Jean craft room. She did a live from the Dollar Tree in her town, and so I went to the one here in my town and actually found some rather cool stuff. Addie, why don't you show them the spider we're going to put in here?
yeah, we have this sparkly purple little guy. He's pretty cool. We got a bunch of different colors.
Yeah. And I didn't realize at Dollar Tree that everything is $1. I don't know why I didn't realize that everything is $1, but everything is $1. Okay, so that one side is done. So it kind of just adds, hey, when I picked up my granddaughter, because I couldn't find some of that Harlequin orange and black ribbon. So I found some today, but I was looking for the black tree-like branch things, and somebody snagged all of them up, so I didn't get any of those. Well, any more. I do have several, but I needed more. Okay. Addie did not realize how hot it was going to get in here when we turned on the lights. But it got pretty hot in here, didn't it?
Yeah, it warmed up a bit.
Yeah, I'm sweating. Try to do these lights, but it still looks pretty dark when I look at it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably just because those lights are like different shades. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah,
they're like different colors, and then that one's a lot brighter.
Yeah,
So just
maybe so, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be.
Not a light down there.
So for anybody just joining, we are doing a teardrop Halloween hanger, Halloween swag. And we're doing woodland ruffles right now. And we're adding woodland ruffles to the end of the branches in here. Instead of having them up towards the middle, I'm doing them towards the end, these orange ones, to bring in the orange element that I want. And I want it on the outsides. So and you just gotta pull them real tight. And I put my ruffles in. I put pipe cleaners in to hold them because I have a hard time with having them be too short by the time I'm done adding all my stuff to my wreaths. So, and I just roll the ends in about 5 times each, 4 or 5 times each. And then I roll them together in the middle. So we're getting to the fun bit here soon, I promise. Gotta do the work first though, right? Did Vicky say she'd done anything with the Frankenstein yet?
She said that it was just hanging out on her desk waiting for her to put in something.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you put in it. Hey, Karen. Oh, they didn't have much? Yeah, I think there's like, there must be some people in my neck of the woods that, you know, make wreaths and stuff too or something, because
the dollar store's just the best.
They beat me to a lot of stuff. And who would thought it would add up so quickly putting all that stuff in your cart, and it's only $1. So you're like, okay, yeah, I'll take 5 of these and, you know, 7 of these.
Yeah.
And by the time you're done, you're like, how much? Everything was just $1.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than Hobby Lobby though.
Yes, a lot cheaper. And they actually had some kind of decent flowers in there. I found a few. I'm going to be doing I have never done one, but sometime here on my lives I'm going to see what I can do with a Dollar Tree wreath and have everything in it be from the dollar store. Oh, and I'm super, super excited. They have like these witch hat frame things. I kept seeing everybody making these witch hats last year, and I never knew where they got the frames from. I haven't been to Dollar Tree, I guess, but maybe a couple times in my life. But so, and these are just cut at about 20 inches, so I just need one more. But I'm excited. I'm going to do my first one on a live, so we'll see how it turns out. And I'll just kind of look at it and figure out how to do it, and then do it on a live, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so this is our last one, and this going in that's orange, and our last ruffle. So Addie, would you like to show them the ribbons that we chose?
Yes. So, we have this combination right here. Okay. We have this purple, like, checker.
Gingham.
Yeah.
Gingham.
And then this one says Happy Halloween. That one's pretty cute. And then,
because the sign says Happy Halloween.
So then we have these little crows too, and there's a little moon sitting on a branch. And this orange one with some black ruffles on the sides.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, okay, this ribbon with the birds on it was Joann's. Yes, Joann's. The cheetah one that we're going to be using is also Joann's. And so is the zebra print that we're going to use is also from Joann's. The orange with the lace on the sides is from the 5th Street store, Etsy. And the other two are from Craft Outlet. So that's where all the ribbon came from, in case you'd like to have any. So we're just going to start up here at the top, and if you would put them together for me.
The black and the crows.
Is that how we had it? No.
No, we had it in this.
Okay. Oh yeah. Remind me. Okay. So we're putting these two together, and then I just find the center. I ruffle it up, fold it in half, and these are cut at 13 inches. These ribbons are cut at 13 inches. So I'm going to put the purple ones in the brown for a little contrast and give a couple of twists, and then I push the pipe cleaner down so that you can't see the pipe cleaner anymore. So then we'll just pull those out. Okay. Just put them in here. I just really like the pipe cleaners, just make it so much easier than trying to bend those branches. I have a hard time with that. I'm just not that coordinated. I just have a hard time with it. So that was my solution. Okay. Stand up and do the ones over here. Actually, I'll turn it around. And then you hand me the other ones, Addie. I'll just need one more of those. We cut too many, didn't we?
Yeah, should I throw this one away?
Oh, don't throw, no. Oh my gosh, you never throw a ribbon away. Silly girl. I have a pile of bits over here. So, make sure the Happy Halloween isn't upside down. Since we had too many of these, I bet we don't have enough of those other ones. And I don't like having to fuss with the ribbons too much while I have y'all on here, so Addie is fixing to get back to school here. Yeah, she's excited.
What was the greenery that you started with?
It was just a teardrop swag that I bought last fall at the at-home store. They had a pretty good clearance going on, and I bought everything they had. So.
Hi, Christelle. I've been on vacation with my grandbabies this week. I hope you've had a great week.
Who's that? Is that Maya?
Yes.
Hi, Maya. Oh my goodness, my granddaughter is here with me tonight, aren't they? Isn't it so much fun spending time with them? And she chose to come out here. Like, she could have gone and done something else, and she actually chose to come out to the farm and, like, hang out with Nana and Papa. I'm so happy. I just told her, I said, I have my live tonight, and then we can do whatever you want later. So, alright, so we're continually putting these in, just finding the center, bending them, and putting them in. I'm so glad you got to spend time with your grandbabies, Maya. That's awesome. It rejuvenates the soul, doesn't it? It tuckers you out pretty good, but it rejuvenates the soul. And the kids really need us right now. You know, they're kind of socially, you know, having to be distant from everybody, you know, friends and stuff sometimes. And so they need some hanging out with some cool people, and that's just us.
Yes, you're very cool.
Oh, wow. I was so glad I'm recording that because...
Yeah, don't use it against me.
Addie, you said I was cool.
Yeah, you're different. I wouldn't have said that to my mom on camera.
Oh, yes, your mom's way cooler than I am. I'm a little more strict and mean. Just ask your mom or any of her sisters. Okay, Addie, I think we're going to have to cut one more each of these. So would you do that for me, please? We'll need one more.
Well, I have one of those actually fell down here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you have an orange one too?
Yes.
We
no.
kept the same number, right?
No, I made an extra one. Can I have those other scissors so I can do the little
thingy?
thingy?
Do that. She's doing dovetails. Do the dovetail on the camera, Addie. Show everybody how to do a dovetail.
Okay. So, you take your ribbon and you fold it in half so that they're aligned. And you take your scissors and you just cut away from you pretty close to the starting point. And when you open them up, they should look like this.
Yeah, and that's how you do a dovetail. Good job, Addie.
I'm a pro.
She is a pro. She cut all of them for me tonight. Alright, I need one more orange and one more.
Random measures.
Thanks for showing us, Addie. Isn't she awesome? I used to always ask her, Addie, you want to help me do a craft, or you want to do a craft? And she'd be like, no, Nana, not really. But she has made some amazing things. She's made a few of her own wreaths. She actually made her mom a couple of wreaths. So cool. Actually, we got this one a little long here, so let me just trim it up. Okay. This one needs to be a little longer. Okay. Awesome. Addie can start doing some tutorials.
Okay.
Hey, I don't think your age group has anybody doing lives.
Not
Do you
for
think?
wreaths.
Not for wreaths?
No.
Oh, they do lives for lots of other things.
Well,
but
yeah.
Not crafty things, maybe, huh? Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on this sign, try to figure out where we want the sign. I did make one. I'm probably going to put 2 or 3 bows on here, but I made one, the main one, ahead of time. And you're probably thinking, well, when is she going to introduce the cheetah and zebra print? Okay, so those can go away. All right, so this is what we've got so far. There we go. So, yay. So cool. All right, so the signs. So all I did was I put 2 holes in here. You probably can't even see them. Hopefully you can. 2 holes here, 2 holes there. I put my wire in. And this sign is from Grammy's Craft Boutique on Etsy. So, and with a lot of times with this, the swags, the teardrop swags, there's not a lot to adhere it to that is stable. So the spine is pretty stable, but all the leaves or the branches on the outside are not that stable. So we'll have to see how this goes here. It just really just depends on the sign. So I want this sign kind of over here because we're going to be putting a bird here. So I want it off to the side there a little bit.
This one?
Yeah. Can you cut off the thing? Can you actually take him off of that frame? So one of these I'm definitely getting around this spine, which is why I offset that where the holes are, because you definitely want to get one set around the spine of the swag.
He's very soft.
He's soft. So I'll know in a second if I made my wire long enough or if it's too short. Okay, I may have made that a little short. Okay, so that's why this one is over here and then this one's over here, and I'll just adhere it to like where my bows and stuff all are, just on this side of it, because that will keep it from moving. So you just go down on that branch, on either side of it. And when you do these, it's so much harder to feel that wire on evergreen forms than it is just the regular forms. Okay. The wires on there may have been a little bit, and it still gives you a little play to tilt that in any direction you want. So he's going to be over there. And then we will put the bird kind of up and over here. So this bird I got at the at-home store. Kind of cute. So we will be putting him, well, let me just see if I can put him in here now. He's got some wire on his feet, so I'm going to see if I can manipulate that wire. If I can, great. If I can't, then I will add my own wire. And it's not long enough. So I'm going to ask Addie to add wire to the bottom of his feet. One on each, around each leg, please. And once we get pumpkins and things in here, he'll adhere in there pretty good. So, and then I want this one down here. Maybe about here, because the big bow is going to go here. So maybe about there. And all I did here was I stapled, I laid the wire down, I laid cardboard on top of it and put 3 staples in. And I use cardboard because I always have boxes from deliveries and stuff, so I just use cardboard.
How long should I make it?
Oh, go up and over his foot, honey. And make it a good distance. So this, I'm going down to the spine and just grabbing those. That's okay, Vicki. Thanks for stopping by. So go on either side of the spine and wrap that around there. Let me see if I came up high enough. I'm not getting And then we'll do the same thing with the other wire. That way it's attached in 2 different places. And if it moves around on you, you can go through and add wires on the ends.
Your wire, can I always cut it?
No, there's wire cutters over here. Addie knows that you don't use scissors to cut wire.
Especially not your special scissors.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Pooker!
Yeah, my sister just joined on. Hey, Alicia. I got Addie with me tonight. She's being helpful. Nice. And the other one, too. Great. Good job. Okay. All right, so this one I want over a little bit more. There. Perfect. All right, so let me show you the bow. I made one bow ahead of time. I made this bow ahead of time because it was the bigger bow. I haven't fluffed it out yet. So I've got just a black 4-inch, actually I think it's like 3.5 inch, 2.5 inch here, 2.5 inch, and then these are 1.5 inches, these here. So, and I am going to put this in and then I'm going to fluff it. So I'm going to put it on its side a little bit. And the tricky bit is always finding good anchor points on these swags, because it's not always as uniform, you know, as the other wreath forms. So you gotta work with what you got. Okay. So we've got the black there. I only had a little bit left of the black. I was so disappointed. I thought I had more than that, but totally did not. Three of those, 2 of those, and 1 of the bird.
Are you putting the spider on this one?
Yes, we'll be putting a spider in here. Okay. I'm not going to cut any of the tails yet until I know where I want them all to lay. Okay, so we have got some spiders, and we've got this really big purple one.
Very sparkly.
Very sparkly spider. So I'm wondering if we can kind of put him kind of here. I'll have to think about that. Have to think about that just a little bit. Maybe he would do better up here. We'll think about that. Okay, so we've got the bow. Now Addie has gone through and added wire to each one of the legs. She did a good job.
I don't want them to come off.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We don't want them to come off either. So, I think we're going to have the bird facing kind of like this. So, we're going to take the wires that Addie helped us do. Wrap it around down here. Addie, that was just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So awesome, Addie. Where do you get your crafting skills from?
Papa.
What? Okay. So now we've got our bird. What do you think, guys? It's coming right along. So we have a spider. We have some black leaves. We've got some pumpkins. So, and I've got a big orange pumpkin here too that I'm thinking about putting that pumpkin actually right in there, and I'm thinking about doing the spider over here. So this pumpkin I got at the at-home store. Oops, put that in the. So, and we do want it kind of in, but laying down so you can see it. So I want to put my wire about here. And I have got a little bit thicker gauge wire that I'm going to use to do this. Oh, you love the leopard ribbon? Yeah, me too. It's really popular this year and actually very hard to come by. I bought that last year. The ribbon that I have, I bought last year because I haven't found it this year yet.
What? Papa's named Ted?
My husband had to do like a test site for me to do my lives because we were having like technical difficulties, and so he just made one that said Ted. And we just kept it. So I popped that wire in there and I put some hot glue on it. We're going to wait for it to cool so that we can adhere it. With the fabric ones, you can kind of like squeeze them together and poke it through. These don't always work how I want them to. So you just push the wire in as far as you can push it, and if you can kink it, that's even better. And then I just put hot glue, a lot of hot glue around it, and we'll wait for that to dry a bit. Okay, hand me. So we've got these two. They're so cute. So cute. So I want a bigger one. And we're going to do a bigger one down here.
Yes, Ted is my mystery name.
Yeah, right? So I don't think I'm going to trust this just to glue it. I would rather wire it down and glue it, just so my customer does not have to worry about if it's going to come off or not. So let me see if I can get this wire through here or not. Oh, it wants to come out right there. So all the technical stuff is really what takes, you know, the most time when you're making a wreath. It really, you know, the other stuff goes pretty fast, but it's all these things that you do to make it so it's secure. So I just ran it through here, and then I'm going to take this and put the wires down through. To the bottom. is there. Great. This is almost dry, but not quite. So we've got our bird. Let's see what the spider looks like over here. So a big pumpkin there. Let's see about that spider, Addie. Where is it? So maybe we'll have it coming down like this, because we don't want, I don't know, we don't want to eat in the bird.
Yeah.
We want the bird going to eat it.
Yeah.
So this is a hard plastic. So what I'm going to do is I have a little drill here, and I'm going to drill 2 holes in the top part of his head here. And that wire I gave you, oh, I'll use this one. So, and then I'm just going to put some wire through the top of him. So I'm just going to put the wire down, down these holes, coming from the top down, and then pull, and then twist. So now it's not that visible, and I can anchor him down in here really good so he's not going to come out. So I'm not relying just on hot glue. A lot of things I do just hot glue in, but some of these heavier, heavier things I don't. Okay, we're going to pull down on him just a little, but not too much, because I don't want him squishing the nice angle. Got our bird. Got one. Okay. Alright, so now we can put our pumpkin in. Tails are way too long. And we're going to put the pumpkin in over here. Let me get my hand under here so I can feel when the wire comes through. I've got one. And okay, 2. Okay, so cool. It's coming along. I'm liking it. Totally liking it. Okay, so I also have in here some, I bought some of these branches, you know, it looks like branches. So I may put a couple of these in up here at the top. Let me cut this off. To give it just a little spookier. Just to make it a little spookier. And then I have these. I got these at Hobby Lobby. And they're a little lighter, so I like the color difference from the dark ones. Let me put that in the cup, babe. So, and let me see about putting this one in here. So it's like the bird is on a branch too. One's higher than the other, which is what I want. So, and I may put a couple more in here. Let's throw a couple of couple of these guys in, shall we? And we'll make them just a little. I'm gonna dip them in glue. And I think I'll put one about here. What do you guys think? You guys liking him? I think he's so fun. Now, if this is going to bend this way or that way, I'll add a ruffle inside, or I'll drill another hole over here and tie that end down to something. But I just don't know until I get it in and see, you know, what's going to happen. Now these smaller ones are real light and airy, so I have no problem just gluing these guys in. And we'll just pop these guys that are kind of light in, kind of here and there and everywhere. And down here, it's so hard to see. Let me make that a little bigger. It is so hard to see the whole thing because the camera just is not really doing it justice at all. So I'm probably going to make a small little bow here and then maybe one down there at the end. Maybe we'll make a big one there, a dark one. Yeah, I had some other things that I was going to put in it, but we might not need them at all. I do have a few orange pumpkins, but I think I like just one orange pumpkin in there. So let me see if I can put it up here on the wall and show you kind of what it looks like. These have a hook on the back. You can put a hook, but these have this metal tab on the back. So let me hang this real quick. Okay, let me tilt you up. Yeah. Addie. So, I do like the placement of the branches, so I will glue those in. The bow. I may just cut those black tails off.
Maybe you should make those a little bit shorter so you can see that.
Yeah. I'll actually bend them up a little bit more so they come out. And we'll trim up those.
Said more spooky branches.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Like maybe one here and one down over here. I didn't bring in. Oh, here we go. I love the spooky branches. I love, 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 love the spooky branches. Let me see. See if I can. Bring it in so you can see it a little bit better.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. So I think we'll do a spooky branch about here. And let me see. I might have a couple more. Can't remember how many of these I bought. I bought these spooky branches, y'all. I bought them at Michael's. And the spooky branches, they're not on sale yet, so they are full price unless you have a coupon. Then you can just get one, you know, on sale. And I will mess with this. I will make them, they'll be kind of long and kind of cover up the sign, but not near as much as they are right now. I think I'll do one spooky branch over here. Nice. And maybe we'll do one more spooky branch down here. But anyway, that's our design tonight with help from my beautiful granddaughter. So thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll get everything set and we'll cut our tails. And we may make a couple small bows just to bring in a little bit more of the animal print. But what do you think, Addie? I love it. I like it.
You like the sparkles? Yeah.
It's great. Well, she likes it. That's awesome. Thanks, y'all, for joining us tonight. We had a good time. Didn't we have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So we'll finish up. We'll get pictures up tomorrow. I will upload the video to YouTube. Please go on my YouTube and like and share and subscribe. And I will see you all Wednesday. And I don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll do something creative and fun. And y'all have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. Be safe. Bye.